Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ma, and today we're diving into some powerful strategies to help you attract a girl who doesn't seem interested at first. Let's be honest, attraction isn't always instant, and that's okay. Sometimes it takes the right approach, mindset, and confidence to turn things around. If you've ever felt like you don't stand a chance, don't worry. Because with a few small but effective changes, you can shift the way she sees you. We all deserve to be valued and appreciated, but attraction isn't just about looks or flashy gestures. It's about confidence, charm, and understanding human psychology. In this video, I'll share practical techniques that will help you stand out and spark her interest naturally. Instead of waiting for an opportunity, I'll show you how to create one, using body language, social confidence, and subtle psychological triggers that make a lasting impression. Whether it's mastering eye contact, choosing the right scent, or planning an unforgettable date, these strategies will help you make a strong impact, even if she wasn't initially interested. So, if you're ready to level up your game and build a real connection, let's jump right in. And don't forget, confidence is the foundation of attraction. The way you carry yourself, the energy you bring, and how you make her feel all play a role. Stick around till the end for some game-changing insights that you don't want to miss. Let's get started. Blast off. Number 1. Build attraction. Naturally by managing anxiety. James had always been the type of guy who overthought every interaction with women. He admired confidence in others, but found himself freezing up whenever he was around someone he liked. His nervousness made conversations awkward, and instead of making a strong impression, he often faded into the background. One evening, his friends invited him to a social gathering. There, he saw Emily, a woman he had secretly admired for months. She was warm, engaging, and had a magnetic energy that made people gravitate toward her. James wanted to talk to her, but as usual, his anxiety crept in. His mind raced with thoughts like, what if I say something dumb? What if she ignores me? Before he could overthink it any further, his friend David, who was naturally charismatic, pulled him aside. James, the key is to manage your anxiety, not let it control you. Confidence isn't about being fearless, it's about being comfortable with yourself. David suggested a simple technique, deep breathing and grounding exercises. He told James to focus on his breath, take slow inhales, and exhale any nervous energy. Then he encouraged James to shift his thoughts from self-doubt to curiosity. Instead of worrying about what to say, he should focus on learning something interesting about Emily. James decided to take a chance. He approached Emily with a relaxed posture and a genuine smile. Instead of rehearsing a pickup line, he asked her about the book she was holding. To his surprise, she lit up, excited to share her thoughts. As they talked, James noticed something. His anxiety was fading. The more he focused on listening and being present, the easier the conversation became. Over time, James practiced this technique in different social situations. He also made small lifestyle changes, like exercising regularly and getting enough sleep, which helped reduce his overall anxiety. He even started calling a close friend before social events to boost his confidence. A few weeks later, he saw Emily again at another gathering. This time, he felt calm and collected. He greeted her confidently, cracked a joke, and noticed how her body language opened up towards him. He realized something important. Attraction happens naturally when you're comfortable with yourself. James learned that managing anxiety isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about shifting focus away from self-doubt and toward genuine connection. By staying present, confident, and engaged, he transformed the way people saw him, especially Emily. Lesson: women are drawn to men who exude confidence, and confidence comes from managing anxiety effectively. Instead of letting fear hold you back, practice deep breathing, shift your mindset and focus on creating meaningful conversations. When you feel at ease with yourself, attraction happens naturally. Number 2, plan an exciting and unique date. Mike had been seeing Sophie for a few weeks. Their conversations were great and they had a natural connection, but something felt off. Their last 2 dates had been pretty standard: dinner at a nice restaurant and coffee at a local cafe. While they enjoyed each other's company, there was nothing memorable about those outings. Mike could sense that if he wanted to deepen their bond, he needed to do something different. One evening, while talking to his friend Jake, Mike expressed his concern. "I feel like Sophie likes me, but there's no real spark yet. I don't want this to fade away." Jake smiled and replied, "That's because you're playing it safe. Women remember how you make them feel, not just where you take them. You need to create an experience that's exciting and different, something that triggers an emotional response." Taking Jake's advice, Mike started thinking outside the box. Instead of another dinner, he planned a mystery adventure date. He told Sophie to dress casually and be ready for an evening of surprises. Their first stop? An escape room. As they worked together to solve puzzles and find clues, Sophie became fully engaged. She laughed at their silly mistakes, cheered when they cracked codes, and loved how interactive the date was. More importantly, she saw a fun, confident side of Mike she hadn't seen before. After the escape room, Mike had another surprise: a rooftop picnic with her favourite snacks and a perfect view of the city skyline. As they sat under the stars, Sophie smiled. "This is honestly the best date I've ever been on." That night, Mike realised something powerful. Ordinary dates create ordinary connections, but exciting experiences build unforgettable memories. Lesson: if you want to make a lasting impression, don't settle for generic dates. Think outside the box and create an experience that sparks emotions, whether it's an adventurous activity, a spontaneous road trip, or something interactive. When she associates excitement with you, her attraction naturally deepens. Number 3, show confidence in social settings. Ryan had always been a little shy when it came to social situations. He wasn't the type to be the loudest person in the room or command attention effortlessly. But he had recently started dating Emma, a woman who was outgoing and seemed to thrive in social settings. She loved being around people, and Ryan couldn't help but notice how her eyes lit up when she was engaged in an exciting conversation. One evening, Emma invited Ryan to a friends gathering at a trendy new restaurant. The moment they walked in, the room was buzzing with conversation. People laughed, shared stories, and moved easily from one group to another. Ryan felt a familiar sense of anxiety creeping in. What if he said the wrong thing? What if he didn't fit in? Determined not to let his nerves get the best of him, Ryan took a deep breath and remembered something his older brother once told him. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. Instead of overthinking, Ryan did something simple but powerful. He smiled. He made eye contact with the bartender and politely ordered their drinks. He casually introduced himself to a few people Emma knew, making sure to ask engaging questions instead of feeling pressured to be interesting himself. As the evening progressed, Ryan found himself laughing and enjoying conversations naturally. He didn't force jokes or try too hard. He just stayed present and relaxed. At one point, Emma leaned in and whispered, "I love how comfortable you are around new people. It's really attractive." That's when it hit him. Confidence in social settings isn't about being the center of attention. It's about carrying yourself with ease, treating others with kindness, and showing that you're secure in who you are. Lesson: women are naturally drawn to men who handle social situations with ease. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You just need to show that you're comfortable and engaged. Be friendly to staff, engage with others, and show social awareness. When she sees that others enjoy being around you, her attraction to you will grow effortlessly. Number 4. Use eye contact to create a deep connection. James had always been good with words. He knew how to hold a conversation, crack a joke at the right moment, and make people feel comfortable. But when it came to making a real emotional connection, something always felt missing. That all changed one evening when he met Sophia at a cozy bookstore cafe. They struck up a conversation about their favourite authors, but for some reason, Sophia seemed a little distant at first. She was polite and engaging, but James could tell she wasn't completely invested in the moment. Then, something unexpected happened. As Sophia spoke about a book that had changed her life, James stopped thinking about what he would say next and simply focused on her eyes. He locked his gaze on her left eye, absorbing not just her words, but the emotions behind them. He noticed the way her pupils dilated slightly when she got excited, and how her expression softened when she spoke about something meaningful. For the first time, James wasn't just listening, he was truly present. Something shifted. Sophia's posture relaxed, and she held his gaze a little longer between sentences. She leaned in slightly, as if drawn into the moment. As the conversation continued, the energy between them became more intense, almost magnetic. By the end of their coffee date, Sophia smiled and said, "I feel like I've known you for a long time. It's rare to meet someone who really listens." James realized then that eye contact wasn't just about looking, it was about seeing. It wasn't about staring someone down, but rather allowing them to feel understood, valued, and truly noticed. Lesson: eye contact is one of the most powerful tools for building attraction and deepening emotional bonds. When you maintain steady, warm, and engaged eye contact, you show confidence, interest, and emotional presence. Try focusing on her left eye during a conversation. It's said to be linked to the part of the brain that processes emotions, making the connection even stronger. Paired with a gentle, genuine smile, this simple technique can create an intense feeling of trust and attraction, making her feel special in a way that words alone cannot. Number 5. Enhance your scent to boost attraction. Ryan had always been a confident guy. He dressed well, had a charming personality, and knew how to hold a conversation. But for some reason, when it came to leaving a lasting impression on women, something felt off. One evening, his close friend Ethan, who always seemed to attract attention effortlessly, gave him a piece of advice that changed everything. "Dude, you dress sharp, you're confident, but you're missing one thing: your scent. Women remember how a man smells more than anything else. Get the right fragrance and you'll be unforgettable." Skeptical but curious, Ryan decided to test it out. He went to a high-end fragrance store, spent an hour testing different colognes, and finally found one that felt bold, masculine, and uniquely him. It had warm notes of sandalwood and vanilla with a hint of citrus, subtle but irresistible. That weekend, Ryan had a date with Emily, a woman he had been interested in for months. He followed his usual routine: good outfit, engaging conversation. But this time, something was different. As they greeted each other, Emily leaned in slightly, smiled and said, "Wow, you smell amazing. What is that?" Throughout the evening, he noticed something interesting. She found excuses to get closer, whether it was fixing his collar playfully or brushing past him when they walked side by side. The way she looked at him had changed. By the end of the date, as they said their goodbyes, Emily lingered for a moment and whispered, "I can still smell you. I love it." Ryan realized then that scent wasn't just about smelling good, it was about creating an emotional memory. His fragrance became something that Emily associated with warmth, confidence, and attraction. Lesson: your scent is one of the most powerful triggers of attraction and memory. The right cologne can enhance your confidence, make you more appealing, and leave a lasting impression. Here's how to use it effectively. Choose a signature scent. Find one that matches your personality. woody, fresh, spicy, or musky. Apply strategically. Dab it on pulse points, neck, wrists, behind ears, so it lasts longer. Less is more. 2 to 3 sprays are enough. Overpowering scents can be a turn-off. Never underestimate the power of scent. It can make her think about you long after you've left the room, creating an invisible attraction that works in your favour. Number 6. Overcome anxiety with natural supplements. Jason had always struggled with anxiety, especially when it came to approaching women. He wasn't shy, but the moment he found himself in a social situation, his hands got sweaty, his heart pounded, and his mind went blank. One night, he met up with his best friend Daniel, who had a natural ease around people. Jason finally admitted, "I don't know why, but I just freeze up around women. It's like my body betrays me." Daniel nodded and said, "Man, it's not just in your head. Anxiety is a real thing, and a lot of guys deal with it. But instead of fighting against it, why not work with it? There are natural ways to help." Curious, Jason listened as Daniel explained how certain natural supplements could help manage anxiety. He mentioned things like ashwagandha, a powerful adaptogen that helps reduce stress and promote relaxation. L-theanine. Found in green tea, this amino acid helps calm the mind without making you drowsy. Magnesium, a crucial mineral that supports relaxation and reduces muscle tension. Determined to take control of his anxiety, Jason did his research and decided to try L-theanine. It was known for promoting a sense of calm without making people feel tired or sluggish. After a week of taking it daily, he noticed something surprising. His usual pre-social nervousness was still there, but it was manageable. His heart didn't race as much, his palms weren't as sweaty, and he felt more in control. The real test came when he went to a party. He saw a woman he'd been interested in for a while, Samantha. Normally, he would have hesitated, overthought every possible conversation, and missed his chance. But this time, he took a deep breath, felt calm, and walked right up to her with confidence. The conversation flowed effortlessly. He cracked a joke, she laughed, and they talked for over an hour. By the end of the night, she gave him her number with a smile. Jason realized that overcoming anxiety wasn't about eliminating fear. It was about learning how to manage it. Lesson: anxiety can hold you back, but you don't have to let it control you. Natural supplements can be a great tool to help you feel calm, confident, and in control, especially in high-pressure situations. If you struggle with social anxiety, try these steps. Identify your triggers. When do you feel the most nervous? Try natural supplements. Ashwagandha, L-theanine, or magnesium can help. Practice exposure. The more you face social situations, the easier they become. Confidence starts from within. Once you learn how to manage anxiety, you unlock a whole new level of self-assurance that makes you naturally attractive.